On IMDb, Tug 3 says The Santa Claus gets my vote for being the worst movie ever made. The Santa Claus is the most distasteful and resoundingly mediocre film I have ever seen. The underlying premise of the movie, the violent death of the patron saint of children, treated as goofy slapstick, is repellent, and none of the some 40,000 extraneous subplots the filmmakers tack on can change this. What I hate most about this film is its smarminess. Disney Studios has the ability and the money to make good comedies. For example, its recent effort, The Kid, was witty and entertaining. Asterisk, this was written in the year 2000. But in lowest common denominator efforts like The Santa Claus, the studio chucks all reliance on plot, character, or invention and relies instead on what it imagines children will find amusing. When Tim Allen first encounters Santa's reindeer, it's a no-brainer that one of them will be flatulent. Hey, kids, you just love flatulence jokes. When Tim, as Santa, drinks a glass of milk, of course he thinks it's turning sour. Kids just adore gross-out humor. Everything in the movie is on autopilot, including the bad guy, the lame fat jokes, the whiny kid who saves the day and crawls under your skin like a parasite, and the treacly, nauseating ending in which I guess we are supposed to learn the true meaning of Christmas. No films anger me as much as mediocre films that are not willing to take a chance. It is amazing how this film can take such a gruesome premise and play it off as a joke. There is not even a moment's mourning for the passing of poor St. Nicholas. In the ideal world, Frank Capra would rise from the dead and slap the snot out of Tim Allen for making such a cruel and lukewarm holiday film. 1 star.
Relax. That's number one. But also, he's right. Nobody mourns the old Santa. Everybody's just like, fuck him. We got a new one.
As it should be. Death is a part of life.
Yeah, and life is a part of death.
Very good.
Wow.
Philosophy.
Philosophy.
Hello, and welcome to Royds Revue podcast. I'm Rob.
And I'm Andy.
And we are back. And we're getting in the Christmas spirit because we're talking about 1994's The Santa Claus. Andy, how are yours?
Very good. I'm all right. You know what? I got fucking sick again.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. Do you have the immune system of a 3-day-old lamb? You're kidding.
I don't know what the fuck is going on. I was literally on the last day of my antibiotics from the other fucking thing I had. And then I started sniffling. And then before I know it, I'm like, oh, my fucking face, it fucking hurts. I slept it off. I was all right.
That's good.
Yeah. But I recorded my song before I slept it off. So my song, we'll get into it, Robbie. How are you feeling?
I'm well. I have no idea what you're talking about when you say song.
Robbie. Well, this is episode fucking 80,000. What are you fucking doing? What about you, though?
Oh, I'm well. I'm getting in the Christmas spirit.
Are you keeping the Christ in Christmas?
Yes, of course.
Oh.
Because that's how you spell it.
Right, yeah, you can't spell it without.
I mean, if you spelled it without the T, you would just be wrong.
I guess you'd be wrong, but I don't think it would affect the pronunciation of the word.
No, but why would you just take out a letter to spell it wrong? That's stupid.
I agree.
So yeah, I'm going to keep the Christ in Christmas.
I keep the Christ in Christmas, but it's Giuseppe Christ.
Oh,
yeah.
Giuseppe Christ, the baker.
Yep, the Italian baker.
His half brother.
Yep.
He was also an Immaculate Conception, but in Italy.
Yeah. And you know, he was like, oh, he builded a house and I baked a bread.
Oh, mama, I turned the water into rosé. I turn the water into the finest of wine, mama.
Good stuff. We did.
This
good
is
stuff.
both racist and heresy.
Is it racist?
No, they're white.
Because Italians are white.
Exactly. Them's the
And they
rules.
stink. And they
Okay.
fucking stink.
Okay, well now we're pushing a limit here.
Yeah, now it's too much. It's cool. I'm Italian.
Very good.
And I fucking stink.
Can confirm. Can
Rude.
confirm.
Rude,
Hey, listen. I know. Last night I snuck into your room. I took a whiff. I was like, ugh, and I got out.
What was that?
Hey, Andy, what year did this come out?
I believe it was the year of our Megazord, 1994.
That is true, because we had the movie about fake orange juice.
What?
Pulp Fiction.
Get the fuck out of here, Robbie, you son of a bastard.
How about The Parakeet?
Parakeet.
This is good podcasting right here. Me just raising my eyebrows at Andy.
Yeah, he's doing Groucho Marx eyebrows.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. It's The Crow.
Oh my God, Robbie. Oh, Robbie. Robbie.
A movie called Brain Scan. If this starred you, it'd be a very quick movie. Hey, this scan is empty.
This one came up empty.
And
We got a dumb guy. Previous episode, Forrest Gump.
oh yes, Forrest Hump.
Nice.
Forrest Lump. He's like, I went to the doctor and they found a lump.
Forrest Trump. January 6th was just the beginning.
A troll in Central Park. It's just a guy walking through the park playing devil's advocate.
It's pretty good.
A movie that, as of 2020, is banned in the South. The Mask.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice. You're getting real highbrow political humor here.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that was really good stuff. Oh, Andy, there's a movie about when you search through your pubes.
What's that, bro?
The Search for One-Eye Jimmy.
Incredible. That's incredible stuff. All right, here's a really relevant joke.
Oh, good. I can't wait.
There's a movie about Sarah Palin called Maverick.
Very good.
Thanks. You remember
Very
that?
good. Yeah, from the year 2008. Yes.
Yeah.
That was 15 years ago.
I'm a maverick. Yikes.
Very.
That hurts my soul.
Those were all the jokes I wrote, so.
Oh, I'm Hold up. I got one more.
Okay.
It's gonna be a doozy, Robbie.
Okay.
It's gonna make you fill your jorts
I'm waiting. You're edging me now.
with shit.
I want. Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Not gonna be good because I'm building it up somewhat.
Are you gonna say it in the brown note? You're gonna like really deepen your voice.
Shit.
You're gonna really deepen your voice and go.
The Shawshank Redemption.
Okay, well, how about this? Instead of a joke, I'll hit you with a little story.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, I didn't have a joke, but I see there's a movie with Steven Seagal called On Deadly Ground, right? Steven Seagal. When I went to Vegas, there was a pool on the roof of the hotel we were staying at. Not the roof of Vegas. There's no roof of Vegas. We went to
There
the
is.
roof.
We live in a
Uh-oh.
simulation.
So we go to the roof, and we're dipping our feet, and then let's get a drink. So we go get a drink, and in line there is a man with a full back tattoo, and it is a portrait of Steven Seagal's face.
Was it Steven Seagal himself?
It wasn't, but
That guy
it
lost
was-
a bet.
I don't know. He was walking around like, if I had that on my back, I would be sure to let everyone know around me that it was like ironic. Be like, yo, check this thing out, right? Isn't that badass, brother? You know?
Did the guy speak in a Russian accent?
I didn't hear him speak.
I have tattoo of favorite actor.
Yeah.
Steven Seagal.
Strongest man on earth.
Besides Putin, of course.
Yeah, well, that's I just
That's
thought that
bizarre,
was worth
and I
mentioning.
don't like it.
Yeah. I didn't like it either. I loved it.
That's weirder.
Yeah.
Did you walk up to him and say, "Nice ink, brah"?
No, I walked up to him and I said, that's dumb. He beat the shit out of me.
Yeah. You said,
Yeah.
"Nice ink, brah," and then you showed him your tattoo of Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah. I said, who do you think will win a fight?
Van Damme. Pretty easily.
Yeah, probably. Like, that being said, I definitely wouldn't fuck with Steven Seagal, but I'm not a trained fighter.
I'd fuck with him over the internet because I don't think he's allowed back in the country.
Is that true?
I have no idea. It's just something I get the vibes.
Yeah, he does look like it.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
Oh, fuck. Oh, Robbie, do you have any, you have that music game we play?
We can play that music game because I do have the albums up.
Hell yeah, brother.
All right, let's go. Let's start
I
with...
studied for this one.
Oh, did you?
No, it's not true.
Okay. All right, Dummy.
You?
Wait, I didn't release an album in 94. I was 5 years old, Andy.
Oh, I thought you were just saying, what am I?
Oh. The pain.
I say rude shit.
The pain.
Dummy, you say.
Yeah.
What genre?
I'm gonna say indie. I feel like I just say indie a lot when I don't know.
Indie in 1994. See, I have an unpopular opinion.
They're British. They're like British. They're British. They're British. It's like Britpop.
Oh, is this like that second British invasion kind of thing that happened in the 90s?
Not really.
Oh.
Not a lot of big hits in the U.S.
Live?
No, it's Portishead.
No idea what that is.
It's a band. I think it's two people.
I have an unpopular opinion, and it is, I don't think the 90s was a very prosperous time for music.
Well, no one asked you.
That's true. But here I am.
I like a lot of it.
I know most people do, and whenever I hear, I'm just like, this is just there.
That's
None
fine.
None of it really does anything for me.
All right. Well, what about the album Grace?
Grace. What genre?
I think he's technically rock. It's a he.
Okay. Grace. Garth Brooks.
No, it's Jeff Buckley.
Jeff Buckley.
Yeah, you're 0 for 2 because I'm making this hard for no reason.
Is he the guy who did that cover of Hallelujah?
Yeah. On Shirk.
Okay. Shirk?
Yep, Shirk.
Check out last year's Shrek Timber.
Yes, you
All
should.
4 Shreks.
We did. We absolutely did.
Yeah.
All right, here's an easy one. Dookie.
Oh, that's Green Day.
Yeah, it's about what you eat for dinner every night. Dookie, and that's why your breath smells so bad.
I would be dead, Robbie.
Maybe.
I'm going to septic shock.
I'm going to
Maybe.
Oh,
I don't
here we
know.
go.
I'm not a doctor. Yep.
This album must be about me. Crazy, sexy, cool.
Crazy, sexy, cool. Hold up. I know this one.
You should.
Hold up.
It's weird that it's about me because I was 5 years old. It was a bunch of creeps.
Listen, you were a pretty hot 5-year-old.
You're also a creep.
Uh-oh. What genre?
R&B.
Crazy, sexy, cool, and R&B.
I've given you a hint, and you haven't even noticed it.
Sexy 5-year-old?
Well, I did call you a creep.
Oh, TLC.
There you go.
The Learning Channel.
Yep, that's what it is. All right, I'll do one more.
Okay.
You're not going to get this one.
I bet you No, you're probably right.
Weezer.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Weezer.
You're right. You got that.
That's the Blue album, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Yeah.
How about the Division Bell?
That's Pink Floyd.
Yeah, no, I knew you were going to do these ones. How about
Yeah.
Jar of Flies?
Jar of Flies. Is that Alice in Chains?
It is.
Hey.
Hey, you're crushing. I'm going to keep going. Definitely maybe.
Definitely maybe. Is that a Ryan Reynolds movie?
I don't know.
It is.
Oh. It's Oasis.
Oh, I don't know. Oasis
Oh, hate
very
me,
well.
brother.
I hate you too.
I want to kill me fucking brother. I think we're the greatest band since the Beatles.
George Harrison, like, no.
I like that.
Remember that? I think there was a time where somebody, like, obviously trying to start beef. Some interviewer was like, "Hey, George, these guys said they're as good as the Beatles," and he was like, "Yeah, probably not though. We're the fucking Beatles. What are you fucking talking about?"
Hey, you want to talk about the Santa Claus?
Yeah,
Had you seen the Santa Claus before?
of course.
Me too.
I had it
and
on VHS.
So did I.
Wow.
And I have a confession.
What is it?
This is my first watch where I got the pun.
What's the pun?
In the name, the Santa Claus.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
they say it in the movie.
Yep.
Okay.
They certainly do. This is the first time I understood it.
Well, this is the first time watching this movie as like a sentient adult.
I watched this movie in my teens and my 20s.
Uh-oh. Robbie the dummy.
I am 34 years old.
Uh-oh.
One thing I am a sucker for is the old school blue Walt Disney Pictures logo.
Yeah, brings you back.
Yeah, that's why. It's just nostalgia, and I'm a sucker. We open at a Christmas party. Santa Claus is here. Peter Boyle is giving this little speech. He calls up Scott Calvin and another employee. So Scott Calvin is Tim Allen. Oh.
No,
And he gives, thank you. He gives a very clearly bullshit holiday speech to the company.
Yeah, and he references somebody fucking their secretary.
Yes. Which is just typical holiday party spiel, but it's also like, you shouldn't do that.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, chill. But she was just straight up sitting on his lap.
Yeah. Movies always like present the holiday party like that, where it's like, I've never been to a company holiday party where they're like, people are like that. I've been to ones where people get a little too drunk.
Yeah.
But there's never like straight up two people just cheating on their spouse with each other.
Yeah. I feel like holiday parties are awkward and silent for the most part until people start drinking. And you always make the speeches before people start drinking.
And I feel that if you go to a holiday party without being paid for it, you're a loser.
Yeah. Or if there's free food.
Nope.
Okay.
If you go to a company holiday party, if you go to I should phrase it, a company holiday party. Like if you're just invited to a holiday party, that's fine. That's your family. But if you go to your company holiday party and you're not getting paid, fuck that.
I mean, I'll go for the free food.
Nah, that's work. Hanging out with coworkers is work.
I mean, what if you got coworkers who are friends?
Grow up.
Okay.
Grow up. Go out to a bar together without your boss being there. Hey, send us an email or tweet or X at us at the Royds Band, roydsrevue@gmail.com. Is going to a company holiday party without being paid a total L move? I'm really hip.
You sound it. Because you called yourself hip.
Hashtag going to your company holiday party without being paid sucks. Or hashtag going to your company holiday party without being paid doesn't suck. What do you think of those hashtags?
I think that they need work.
Okay. We'll work on those later.
We'll workshop them like Santa's workshop. It was a reach.
I liked it. I really did like it. On the drive home, Calvin's leaving a message. He's saying he's lying in traffic. Judge Reinhold just drops the kid off, and Scott is so unbelievably nasty about this guy.
Yeah, I like how um he's really just not redeemable. He's just a bad dude.
Yeah, he's
When he
such a
sucks,
piece
he's
of
like
shit.
incredibly insufferable. Like on multiple occasions, people are just trying to have a conversation with him, and it's just like sarcastic remark. Oh, witty. Well, nothing's witty. He's an idiot. He's an
Yeah.
idiot, and he's a selfish piece of shit. And I
Well-
love how his kid fucking hates him.
That's the thing. His kid right here is like, Mom, do I have to stay with Dad? And then when she's like, I'll pick up tomorrow, he's like, early.
Yeah, he's like, make sure you're here as the sun rises, mama.
Before dawn doth break, mother.
Yeah, she's like, Charlie, you're scaring me.
I mean, if you're that kid's father, your heart should be in pieces on the ground right now.
Yeah. But also, look at yourself.
Yeah, he's a fuck up.
Yeah.
Total piece of shit because he fucks up Christmas dinner. And the dude is like talking shit about Neil the whole time to his
Charlie's like, well, I mean, he listens to me. That's one. He's there for me most of the time. And we have pretty intelligent conversations. Dad, you fucking dick shit.
I did love at Denny's the entire section of deadbeat dads.
Yeah. Yeah. I liked how it's funny, like he sits down and like right away he's doing that you ever been to a restaurant with like not your dad but like a dad, an older gentleman, and they're just like they got to talk to the waitress like in a certain way or like make a joke.
Yes,
I get like
yes.
Shut up and just tell the person what you want. Like
I'm going to tell you a story.
Go ahead.
Horrifying story.
Okay.
My father and brother were at a restaurant, and my father looks at my brother and says, "Hey, you see our waitress?" And my brother goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I bet you I can guess her middle name."
Don't do that.
And my brother goes, "Oh, okay, I don't think you should do this." He goes, "I bet your middle name is Lynn." And then he calls the waitress over. He goes, "Tamara, come over here for a second." He goes, "Yeah, yeah." He goes, "Is your middle name Lynn?"
Yikes.
And she goes, "How did you know that?" And he's just a guess. So yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I have a.
Did you ever do that thing when you were like a stupid fucking kid where you'd write one of your friend's phone numbers on the receipt?
No, but I've been present while someone did that.
Was it me?
No.
Okay, good.
So this person wrote their own phone number.
Oh, that's just trying to pick someone up.
Yeah.
No,
I
we
said,
used
wow,
to do
the
it.
balls.
We used to do it to each other, or we would put. Yeah,
Nice.
very nice, right?
Yeah.
Really good stuff when I was a child.
Yeah. I have been witness to, and this is not my
Don't incriminate
family.
yourself. Don't incriminate anybody.
It's not my family, I'll say that. But we went out and that we like the waiter or waitress, I forget, like wasn't around immediately. So the fucking guy called the front desk like and was like, "Hey, we actually need service at this table." And then tipped a penny.
I would have left.
Oh, I would have. I would have if would that I could, Robbie. Would that I could. I went back and I tipped her.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I said, "Hey, wear your boots in the rain, sister."
Oh no.
God has smited me. But yeah, it's rough. He's that guy. He's a fucking Scott Calvin is that guy.
Yes.
You know?
which is why it's so satisfying when the child corrects him because he calls the antlers horns.
Yeah. Well, it's great. Even in that scene when I'm still back at Denny's.
Yeah.
Where he's like, I'll take I forget what drink he gets, but he's like, I'll take this. And his son goes, I'll have a chocolate milk, please. And it's like, wow, that's how you order.
Yes.
And you're just like this slovenly fucking deadbeat piece of shit with apparently a really good job.
And that's all that really matters in life is money.
Honestly, yeah, he's successful technically.
Yeah. So we can't forget that.
Yeah.
Here's a sign that this guy sucks as a dad. He forces his son to believe in Santa Claus. And then when his son, who is a child, wants to leave out milk and cookies, he acts all put upon.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck you. It's Christmas Eve and you have a child staying with you. The cookies should be ready.
Yeah. Or just get a fucking pack of Chips Ahoy.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, don't forget the milk and cookies. He's like, well, I guess I'll heat up the oven. Like, yeah, Dad. Fucking shithead.
You forced him to believe in Santa. You talked him into it. You were like, no son of mine's not going to believe in Santa Claus.
Yeah, it's like that classic, like, they need to have my ideals and you know, grow up the way I did. But like, I'm not going to put any fucking work in, though.
But with the silliest thing ever.
Yeah, like, why are you dying on this hill? Weird. It's weird, and you're a weirdo and an idiot. I got Charlie is a great kid, and he listens to literally everyone else.
Yeah.
Like, even Bernard later, there's a little flash forward. Bernard says, like, hey, why don't you go do this? And he just does it. He doesn't even know this fucking guy, but he does it. And he never listens to his dad.
Right.
And that's because he just doesn't respect him. He's just like, shut up, you dumb old piece of shit. You don't know what's good for me. You don't even know what's good for yourself, you dumbass. Fuck you. Like, he's always like, Charlie, would you listen to me? Or he's like, Charlie, sit down. Charlie, I told you to stay over there. He's like, shut up, Dad. I don't respect you. It's great. I love it.
It is.
Yeah.
When Santa arrives, I think the last house like roofied the milk or some shit because he crashes into the Calvin's house.
That's true.
He lands with a fucking thud and lets out a grunt and like yells at some of the reindeer when he gets off.
Maybe Santa was depressed.
Knocked back a few.
Yeah.
Because I'd imagine if he's landing like that on every house, he's waking up every single family.
Yeah. I know that the Tim Allen has said the original script was that Scott Calvin shoots Santa because he thinks he's like a trespasser and he shoots him dead. Ain't that America?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But then they were like, Disney was like, no, we're not going to have the main character murder Santa.
That would have been incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, awful, but incredible.
Yeah. Also, maybe this, yeah, you know, I'll save it for questions. Never mind.
All right. But yeah, so Santa falls off the roof and fucking dies because he's an idiot or something. Because Allsky's like, hey, and he's like, whoa. Yeah. He's like, you're Santa Claus. This is your first roof? My theory is that this guy is actually just became Santa Claus at the previous house.
Yeah, maybe.
Because he has no idea what's going on. The reindeer fucking smashes into the Calvin's house. He screams at them, stumbles around, and at the first noise, this dude is dead on the ground.
Yeah. That's funny. That would be great if, like, the last house, the same thing happened, and then this guy did it again. Yeah, Tim Allen's the only one who survived it.
It's just Scott Calvin's neighbor.
That's why nobody's mourning these deaths. They happen so often. They're numb to it.
Like, we got another Santa.
There's another croaked fucking idiot.
Every year, just a new one comes back. They have no idea who's actually going to come back as Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, it's a lady. All right, toss her in the Mrs. Claus pile. I do think the pun "a rose such a clatter" is really fun.
Yes. Yes, the on the ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
I think you're beginning to see like, oh, the little kids mishearing it, but it's the fun of Christmas. It's the magic of Christmas. It's, oh no,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Because it's what a little kid would hear. I think that's great.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah, exactly. Scott says he's going to bring Santa Claus to the police station, and I think it would be a terrible idea for the entire world if a police officer became Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Tim Allen is dangerous enough.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know he's going to be gifting kids little white powder.
Yeah. Because of that thing he did.
Yes.
Yeah.
He spent time in prison for.
I found while I was doing trivia, it said
What'd you find?
Disney has a strict no hiring of ex-cons, but they made an exception for Tim Allen.
Well, did they have that in the early 90s?
I guess, yeah, because
He was a huge star.
yeah, Home Improvement.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is his first like starring movie role.
That's true. But I don't know. I don't see him being the exception, even in the early 90s.
Yeah, I mean they're all criminals.
Exactly. But it's also, when you think about it, how many convicted felons are there? Like people who legit spent time in prison. Stephen Fry, because he did credit card fraud when he was 17 years old. What, Disney's not going to work with Stephen Fry?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of who Stephen Fry is. Who's Stephen Fry?
British actor, does a lot of voiceover work. He did. You ever see Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
No.
Okay. He's been in a bunch of shit. I
could just look him up.
Yeah, you probably could.
Now is that Stephen with a V or PH?
Let's just move on. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep on moving.
Oh, Stephen Fry.
Yeah.
It's a PH, by the way.
Oh, good.
That's so British.
Okay. We get a drug joke as they fly in the rain on the sleigh.
What's he saying?
He goes, "You're flying." He goes, "It's okay. I lived through the 60s."
Oh, yeah. All the jokes that Tim Allen makes in this movie are bad. All of them.
They're all terrible.
This just, you're trying too hard. It's not good. Stop.
Scott puts an unwrapped toy truck under the tree.
I mean, that's cool.
What?
Don't bother me.
It's not even in a box.
Yeah, what, you opened my thing? That is weird.
But then we find out later on there's an entire department for wrapping in the elves, and we find out that he just reaches into the bag and shit appears. So there's no reason this truck should be unwrapped. Someone's not doing their job.
That's true. You know, I have a prize box in my classroom, and it was prize box day. Like, they earned it. I was like, all right, pick your prize. And I like, you buy some things, and like, I just,
Mr. J, why is there a hole on the bottom of this box?
Robbie. What the fuck, man? All right, so like something will come in a little box.
It's a small hole.
Robbie. It'll come in a little box, and like, I'm not gonna it's hard for me to fit all this shit in this drawer that I keep it in. So I unwrap it. I just dump it in there. I'm like, they're not gonna fucking care. And they did. They were like, I would have taken that if it was still in the box. I was like, then don't fucking take it. So then don't fucking take it. All right. I bought this with my own money, asshole. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
I put him on the streets. I got fired.
Yeah, it makes sense.
You can't do that, turns out.
No, not anymore.
No. So I guess there's no child labor laws in the North Pole, huh?
They're not children, they're elves.
Yeah, they were like, I'm 100,000 years old.
Yeah, so it's like, fine, they're just midgets.
Yeah, there's a bunch of fucking freaks.
Oh.
There's also a straight up infant there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. That. Like, come on. Kid can't even walk. What are you doing?
When they get to the next house, there's just a little girl sleeping on the couch because her parents must fucking suck.
Yeah. Well, I can see that justified being like, oh, I want to see Santa. I want to sleep right by, the Christmas tree because then I'll definitely get a glimpse.
I
get
tried that every year as a kid. And you know what my parents would tell me? No, because if you're not up in your room, Santa Claus won't come.
I mean, that's pretty good.
Because you cannot risk while the kid's asleep in real life. Heads up, if you have small children listening right now, A, you're an idiot, and B,
Yeah.
like, turn it off, dude. But you cannot risk your kid waking up while you're putting the presents under the tree. You just can't.
No. Devastation.
Absolutely. Your kid has to find out the natural way through some other kid at school.
Yeah. I mean, I remember being probably in my teens and my mom was still writing from Santa. And I was like, Mom.
Oh, my family still does it.
Adorable.
Yeah, we all still do it.
I write from me.
From me. Who's me?
Who's me? I don't know. Who's this?
You actually wrote me, and then you put an arrow because you're just anticipating where you're going to be sitting in relation to the person.
Yeah.
I like the line, at the end of all this, I'm getting a CAT scan.
Yes, that's the one good joke. That's good stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like I definitely just had an episode. I just delivered the toys to all the children on Earth.
My brain is mush. There's definitely spots all over it. I need help.
Yes.
We get to Santa's workshop. I really like how Santa's workshop looks.
Yeah, it looks like it's made of candy.
Yes. It's a set. It's a straight set. It looks like something I'd like to walk around. Like if they had something like that at Disney, I think that'd be really cool to walk around and see.
Yeah, and that's I think that's something that modern movies kind of miss. They just green screen everything and we'll make it a CGI background, but like having a real set makes a difference. This looks good.
It looks good. It adds to the charm of it because
you're talking about. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're watching these real people and real actors interacting with real tangible things, even though they're just making these very simplistic toys. If this was made today, you would see these CGI, rocket ships flying off that these elves make and these really high-tech stuff. But it just looks so much better that they're just making these little tangible toys.
Yeah, it all looks real. And that's good. It like keeps you immersed.
I also like
speaking of CGI though, how do you like the CGI when they're flying?
It's 1994.
1994, but hey, there's some movies that came out in 1994 that look pretty good.
Yeah,
like Jurassic Park was a year before this, right?
Yes, I agree, but this is also a children's Christmas movie from 1994.
This is true.
I feel like the budget for special effects, they're not going to have the same as Jurassic Park.
Yeah, that's true.
Listen, they're not making It's a Wonderful Life with this one, and they knew that.
No, yeah, that's true as well.
This is one of those things where I was not distracted by the bad CGI because that's not it wasn't horrendous to the point where I was distracted. But B, it's also that's not the point of the movie.
Yeah, it's just it's jarring. And I know people worked hard on that, and good for them. But they spent the money where it needed to be spent, and those sets look good.
Yeah, exactly. That's I think the sets look really. The CGI does look bad when he transforms into Santa Claus in front of the mirror.
Oh, the morph that they do?
Yeah.
I thought that was probably the best one out of all the CGI effects.
See, that's the only one that really stands out to me because the rest I'm not looking at the background.
Well, what about when he gets slurped into the chimney?
Yeah, okay, yeah, that looks like shit, but...
Yeah, I think the worst thing is when they start flying. Like, it goes off the roof, and like you see the reindeer are like running, and but they're like running at a completely different speed of like how they're. It just all looks real janky and weird.
Yes, it does.
But,
It looks like 1994 computer animation.
Yeah.
I really like that Bernard hates his fucking job.
Yeah, he's over it. He's like another fucking dead Santa. Great.
Well, when the other kids are gonna sing, he's like, I don't want them to fucking hear me. Like, no, I don't want to be here. He's the best character. Bernard is the best character in this movie.
He's great.
Real quick, thank you so much for listening. If you want to send us some feedback, send us an email at roydsrevue@gmail.com. That's ROYDSREVUE@gmail.com.
You could also find our music on Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get your music by searching The Royds. That's ROYDS. We have 2 albums and a Christmas song. Hope you like it.
Then we meet Judy the elf, and Scott and Charlie get some cocoa and jammies.
Hooray. Hey, here's a note I have about Judy. Scott says, "You look good for your age," to Judy the elf after she says she's hundreds of years old. Okay, cute little joke.
Yes.
Then she says, "Thanks, I'm seeing someone in rapping." Okay, cute joke. Do these kids fuck?
They're elves, so do these elves fuck? And yes, there's a baby there.
But is that baby just another regular, like, is that baby 200 years old? Like, what's going on?
Look at its ears. I don't know, man. And also, let's stop referring to them as kids, because that's a weird question when you say, do these kids fuck?
Oh, now you said it.
Yeah. Now I said it. Oh, no. I mean, we got them both. The funniest scene in the movie is this classroom scene.
Oh, hold up.
Yeah.
I got one more thing about Santa's workshop.
Yeah.
So they're talking and they're just like telling Tim Allen, like, hey, this is what you're going to do. You're doing this. And he's like, well, what if I don't want to do this? And everything fucking stops. Like record scratch, like, and everybody just stares at him. Yeah. Everybody stares at him. And there's a very strong implication. Bernard is like, we'll fucking kill you. Like, there's a very strong implication that they're like, we'll murder you and
Neither
make your bones into toys.
Neither you or your son will get home.
You will never. No one will ever remember you. You'll be dead.
You would have never existed.
Yeah, wipe you from time and space.
But this classroom scene where Charlie, first off, where he tells the class that his dad is Santa Claus, is the funniest scene in the movie. Because first off, the teacher goes to the fireman, sorry about your partner.
Yeah, that's good stuff. That is good stuff.
And then she goes, we don't say elves. We call them little people.
Yeah. Oh, man. That's good stuff. That was good stuff. And I have a note that says, this teacher has awful classroom management.
Oh,
That one Aryan kid is just calling out fucking without raising his hand. And he's like, hey, if I kill you, can I become Santa? And honestly, yes. It turns out, yes.
That's how that works. Yeah.
That's how it works.
If anyone in this room murdered me and put on this suit, they'd become Santa Claus.
Yeah.
This movie must take place in San Diego because Charlie is just getting gas-lamped here.
The consumption.
All right, Charlie fucking owns Judge Reinhold at one point because, like, just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. He goes, "Have you ever seen $1 million?"
Oh yeah, he fucking gets him.
I was like, "Oh
Gets him
shit!
real good.
Oh no! He's gonna beat the shit out of him."
Have you ever seen Giuseppe Christ? He's like,
the famous baker.
The Italian half brother of Jesus.
Okay, don't you know how we say this bread is the bread of Christ? Who do you think baked him into the bread? It was me, Giuseppe Christ. My brother crucified. I bake him into the bread. It's a sourdough recipe.
Yeah.
It's been going for 2,000 years.
Oh, man. That's dumb.
Scott tells Charlie to keep the Santa Claus stuff a secret. It would mean a lot more here if they didn't go with $5 and it was just a sweet father-son reason. Like, hey, buddy, this could be our little secret.
Yeah, like he's finally bonding with them.
Yeah, but it's I'll give you money.
Yeah, and at first Charlie's like, I don't give a shit about your money, and then at the end of the scene, he's like, yeah, but that money, no.
Yeah. At Charlie's age in 94, $5?
Yeah, what do you think that $5 is right now?
You know what? Let's go to the conversion calculator that we've used before in this podcast.
I'll bet it's $1,100.
I don't think so.
Yeah, probably not. You know, my dad told me he bought his first house for the house that I was born in. $20 and a hay penny.
Oh my God.
It was $54,000.
That's gross.
It's in the 80s.
Huh.
Yeah.
So we can blame your father exclusively for ruining the economy.
I don't think that's fair, Robbie.
Well, that's what you're saying.
That's not what I'm saying.
$5 in 1994 has the same purchasing power as $10.15 today.
Wow.
Doesn't that make you feel good?
More than double, huh?
Yep.
Pretty gross.
Pretty gross. We get a good fart, and Scott is looking bigger and growing a beard. He shows up to work super late. I don't know. They never really explained why he's late to work on this day.
I think it was because he was trying to find clothes to wear. And he was like trying to get ready. But he's now like 75 pounds overweight.
Why aren't we, I don't know, calling out sick, calling your secretary, telling them you're going to be a little late? He just barges into this meeting.
Yeah, in sweatpants.
And they're like, Calvin, you're a fat piece of shit.
Yeah, they are. They are. That's literally all they're talking. They're not even like, oh, you're late, or you're acting very strange. It's like, wow, you're such a bloated fat asshole.
Go to the doctor, you fat whale.
Yeah, you piece of shit.
Could you imagine anyone going into an office and the entire office just doing that to them?
Like, I get that he gained an incredible amount of weight in an incredibly short amount of time. But, like, that's not how you handle that.
No,
like,
no.
Wow, you fat fuck. You really got fat, you big fat fucking fat fuck.
But also, oh yeah. And then when they, after calling him a fat fuck, they order food. He's like, yeah, get me everything on the menu.
Yeah, he's like, let me get a sundae with extra hot syrup, and let me get the cookies. Like, he's just getting desserts and shit. And they're like, Calvin,
you whale,
man. Let the man live. First off,
and then his boss tells him to go to a doctor.
Yeah. So Peter Boyle is like, hey, can I talk to you outside for a second? And instead of being like, hey man, what's going on with you? Like, your pitch. You know, because like in the middle of the meeting, Scott Calvin's like, well, why don't we make the toy like actually quality? This way it'll grow with the kid and the kid will really enjoy it. And they're like, but that's not how we make money. We make shitty toys. The toys break and then they have to buy new parts. He's like, yeah, but what if you did it like a nice guy thing? Because I'm becoming a nice guy. I'm Santa now.
Yeah.
And Peter Boyle's like, hey, can I talk to you outside? So they go outside and Peter Boyle's like, man, you're really a fat piece of shit, huh? You're real fucking fat, huh? How many chins you got, brother? And it's like, that's not appropriate at all. It's just like, you should be like, what's going on, man? First off, you came in here late and like, you know, there's nicer ways to say you're a big fat fuck. You know, like, hey, last week you weren't this heavy. Also, you're not yourself. You're clearly a different person now. Like, fundamentally. Maybe talk about that, but he's just like, you should go to a doctor because you're a big, fat, fucking fat fuck.
Good talk, boss. Thanks.
Yeah, it's like, all right, thank you.
Well, then he goes to the doctor, and the doctor's like, I don't know. I don't think anything's wrong with you. Dude, his heartbeat was jingle bells.
Yeah, that's
Like-
the worst doctor that has ever been
Because
on Earth.
he's going to die. His heartbeat is irregular.
Got arrhythmia or whatever.
Like, it's jingle bells. The doctor doesn't pick up on that. I don't know what's wrong.
Like, why wouldn't you immediately refer this man to a specialist? Like, he's like, nah, it's middle age. You're 38.
We're gonna run an EKG. We're gonna get you to a cardiologist.
Yeah. I would be, let me call a scientist.
You're
call a quantum physicist.
You are not going to work the rest of the week. We are going to put a heart monitor on you. Like, we're going in there. You're going to get a pacemaker.
Yeah, but he's just like taking vitals. He's like, man, everything's fine. I don't know, man. I gained 45 pounds in a minute.
Oh, yeah. I've gained 45 pounds. My heart is doing Christmas carols, but no, I'm good.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Clean bill of health.
Yeah, I can't shave.
He's just like, that's middle age, you fat fuck. Because he even calls him fat.
Yeah, nothing's wrong with you. You're just a fat piece of shit.
Also, 38 isn't middle age anymore, is it? Is it, Robbie?
I'm past middle age, man.
You're 34.
Yeah.
So what's middle age?
6.
Robbie, you're way past middle age.
That's what I said.
That's what he said.
Doesn't mean I'm right.
Absolutely not.
At Charlie's soccer game, first off, the music is like New Orleans jazz for some reason. It's like and then these kids start sitting on Scott's lap thinking he's Santa Claus. And his wife has an amazing look on her face at first, because I would also think he's a predator.
Yeah. We'll talk about it more later, but I think the wife's reactions to all this are very strange.
Yeah.
Or the ex-wife, I should say.
And then Charlie's mom has a blow up with him, and he's like, that's it. I'm pulling my son out of this soccer game.
Yeah,
Like,
and even Scott is like, don't pull him out. I'll leave.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, let him enjoy the soccer game. And she's like, no, fuck you, you creep.
It's like, wait, why are you doing that?
And the kid's like, I just want to play soccer. I'm just trying to play soccer.
But once that kid's not at the game, Scott, you got to go or you're going to jail.
Yeah, you got to.
All these kids were just sitting on your lap. Get out of there.
Yeah. I saw when I was looking up trivia, and my wife sent me a TikTok. There's a lot of elves like hidden in the scenes.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. You can see it with their freaky little ears.
Yeah, like in the classroom, apparently one of the kids is an elf.
Yes.
In the line.
On the line, yeah.
For Santa, yeah. Very cool.
In the North Pole.
Well, those are all elves, Robbie.
Oh,
Yeah.
silly me.
That's okay, Robbie.
Man. We get the naughty and nice list. And then as he's gaining weight, I actually think the prosthetics on Tim Allen look really good.
Yeah, I agree. I think all the like practical stuff that they do looks great.
I also really like that little detail that he's wearing red and green now throughout his time as Santa Claus. Even when he's just Scott Calvin, the color palette of his clothes is always red and green. I like that little touch.
Yeah. I have a note about Judge Reinhold, and because at this point, Charlie's getting really obsessive about the whole Dad Santa, and we went to the North Pole, and I saw elves, and it's all real. And like they're all getting concerned, understandable. Like this kid's he's obsessed.
Right.
But after like exhausting all of his like therapeutic ways, he just gets in Charlie's face and like yells. He's like, Santa's not real. Like, hey, I thought you were a therapist. I don't think that's the way to do it. Okay.
Well, I think this is where they reveal Judge Reinhold's ridiculous reason for not liking Santa Claus.
Yeah, he didn't get a whistle.
An Oscar Mayer wiener whistle when he was 3
whistle.
years old.
Yeah. I like when he gets it, spoiler alert, he gets it at the end and he's like, oh, a wiener whistle. Like, all right, man, you're 40. What are you doing? And he blows it. He's like, oh, immediately, he's like, I gotta blow it.
But also Charlie's mom goes, I wrote to Santa every week 1 year. And it's like her parents must have been like, stop.
The postage. The fucking postage. But like, I feel like as Judge Reinhold, I forget the character's name. Neil. As soon as he blew that whistle, he was like, that wasn't worth it. No, I should have wished for something else. Wow. Like as soon as you're blowing that whistle, the magic is leaving, and you're just like, wow, I really wish for a whistle, huh? Okay. Could have gotten anything in this moment. And I got a fucking Wiener whistle.
I didn't think that one through.
Fuck.
And then the judge takes away Scott's visitation rights for some reason.
Yeah, this movie pulls a real Jack, and like halfway through, it's just like, we're sad.
But at any point, Scott can just be like, wait, this is going to be weird at first. Come watch me shave.
Yeah.
At any point, he could put a stop to this. By literally just saying, come watch me shave.
Well, this movie is it's bizarre. This is a very weird movie.
Oh, yeah.
And like, he put the suit on and he got like a fucking brainworm. You know, like this thing altered his personality fundamentally. Like he is no longer Scott Calvin and he is Santa Claus. He's a completely different human being, both physically and mentally.
Yes.
That's bizarre. And that's like it's all like, hooray, he's not a dick because he's dead.
Yeah.
He fucking killed Scott Calvin and replaced him with Santa Claus.
It's like, you ever see that House episode where the guy is so nice to people because he has syphilitic dementia?
No.
Yeah, there's an episode of House where this guy's like super nice to everybody, and then they find out the only reason he's really nice to everyone is because he has major syphilis.
Well, that's what this is. That's this movie.
Because Scott, he's also fucking stupid. Right after the judge is like, you have no visitation rights, he just goes to their house.
Yeah, and he kidnaps him. He kidnaps the kid. And that's where it gets really weird to me.
He doesn't kidnap the kid. Bernard shows up, and then Charlie's like, Bernard, can I come with you? And he's like,
he's like, yeah, I don't give a shit. I'm Bernard. I don't give a shit about any of this. Your dad's going to die in a year, and I'll fucking replace him.
Kid, I don't give a fuck if you fall out of the sleigh on the way up there. All right? So you better hold on tight, because I don't have insurance.
Yeah.
There ain't no insurance on the North Pole, all right?
I don't got insurance, but I do have this devil magic that I'm wielding against your family.
All right, the North Pole doesn't have two things. It doesn't have insurance, and there's no OSHA. We're putting you right to fucking work.
Ain't that the truth? We got a fucking baby and rapping over there. But like, it's very I feel like the latter half of this movie gets really weird.
Yeah,
in a lot of really weird ways. Like when the mom figures it out, oh, you really are Santa. She's not like, oh my God. She's like, hooray, you really are Santa. You are real. It's like, what the fuck kind of reaction is that?
Oh boy.
I would be like, what is reality?
Yeah, the world would explode. This is another one of those instances where if Santa Claus turned out to be real, my entire worldview is different.
Yeah, and it's not, I mean, it's one thing if Santa Claus is real. Sure. Santa Claus is real and is my ex-husband. Is fucking bizarre.
Yes.
Not only that, it's he put on a suit and the persona of Chris fucking Kringle burrowed its way into his frontal lobe and became him.
And then flew my son to the North Pole in nothing but a winter coat.
Yeah. And they delivered all the presents to all the good boys and girls in, less than 12 hours. It's just, it's bizarre. It's bizarre.
Yes.
How they just murdered this man because he was a shithead and turned him into a completely different human being.
Well, the elves at this point are now starting to make Santa a sled that's ready for police to shoot at him when they took no precautions whatsoever for the previous iteration of Santa Claus.
Yeah.
They're
that guy must have been a real dick.
This guy in his first full year on the job, he's in trouble. All right, we're going to make him a bulletproof sled, a fire-resistant suit.
Well, it makes me think maybe the Santa worm burrows in the brain, right? But like a brain after it's dead for a while, it gets rotten, right?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's harder to control that corpse, that walking corpse that you now inhabit.
Yes.
And it was just like gets stinky because it's a corpse, and maybe they're just like, all right. But because of magic, it lasts a long time. So like, because there's a couple of sequels to this.
Yes.
So like maybe the old Santa was around for like 400 years, and it was really time. It was time, you know.
That's very
So
possible.
they stopped taking these precautions. I don't know. This is all headcanon, but you wrote a really fucking weird story. Let's
Hey, you
be
know
honest.
what? Maybe next December we'll continue the Santa Claus.
Maybe we will. Winkety wink, wink, wink. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I could have used in this movie? I would have liked a montage of the police arresting all these different Santa Clauses
Yes.
before the
We get
lineup.
one, and that
Yeah,
one's fine.
it's
But
fine.
like,
I would have liked a few of them.
I agree. That would have been a nice touch.
It did make me laugh that there was a black guy and a little person in the lineup for Scott Calvin now.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah. But again, he was dropping off presents that aren't wrapped. So again, they're slacking off and wrapping. Judy's probably giving dome and not letting her boyfriend do the job.
Judy's fucking 8, dude.
Judy's an elf. She's already said she's hundreds of years old.
That's true.
That's a grown-ass woman. A grown-ass woman can do whatever she wants, Andy.
Okay.
Despite what you believe.
That's how you justify it, I guess, Robbie. You fucking freak.
Yeah, when it's a grown-ass woman, yeah. I saw a meme recently, and someone wrote, you could tell that this person has a grown woman fetish. Or no, an adult woman fetish. And someone's like, what the fuck is an adult woman fetish? The elves send out the effective, liberating fight squad. Do you get it?
Yeah, at that point, I was like, all right.
Elves.
Yeah.
Elves.
I was like, what's going on here? Because I forgot how the movie. I figured the movie is gonna end, positively because it's a fucking Disney Christmas movie. Like, I was
the
like,
police just turned Scott Calvin into Swiss cheese.
Well, it's again, it's the latter half of this movie is bizarre because like you don't expect it to be like, oh, he gets arrested for kidnapping, and then they're like, who are you? And he's like, I'm fucking Santa, and they're like, he's crazy. This man's insane. And it's like, that's so weird. And then these elves show up and they fucking turn this cop around 1,000 times. And he's like, oh, I should have ate that donut. I was like, what are we doing here? Get to the fucking point. What's going on? It's weird. It's so weird that it made me a little uncomfortable.
You're saying the second half of this movie is weird? The movie opens with Santa Claus falling off the roof and dying.
Right, but it's all played for laughs. And then like the latter half, it's like, we're sincere now. It's like, why? This is so weird.
See, I would not think anything in this movie is sincere.
But like, he's no longer like cracking shitty jokes. He's just like, I'm genuinely Kris Kringle. It's like, why? It's weird. It's weird that you destroyed his personality. Like, yeah, he was really unlikable. But it's weird. It's so weird that they're just like that. The old Scott Calvin, he's dead. This is Santa Claus now.
You're looking for Scott?
He's dead. Check the alleyway where we dumped his consciousness. It's so fucking weird. And his son is just like, hooray. My dad's Santa.
My dad's not an asshole anymore.
Like, your dad's a fucking husk carrying the brain of Santa Claus. It's bizarre.
Just looking at his dead eyes all the time.
Yeah.
Judge Reinhold does get mad when Scott wants to say goodbye to his son.
Yeah, he does. And he does the most bitchy, like, head turn, chin up, and walk out.
Yes.
I was like, whoa. Work it, sister. Gotta love Judge Reinhold though. Also, there was in the to go back when the judge is going to take away visitation rights, where it when the movie gets real dour for no reason.
Yeah.
Like the judge comes out and they're like, "Oh, we're waiting for the judge," and I said to my wife, "Like, I don't gotta wait. The judge is right there."
Buzzing.
Talking about Judge Reinhold, right? My wife was like, "What? That's Judge Reinhold." She's like, "I don't get it." I was like, "That's Judge. What don't you get? That's Judge Reinhold." And she's like, what's that from?" It's like, "No, that's the man's name." She's like, "His name's not Judge." I was like, "Fucking look it up. Look it up." So she looks it up. I was like, "Oh my God, his name's Judge?" I'm like, "Yeah. What do you think? What do you think? I was just making up jokes. Like, what is it?"
You made up a guy's name just so you could make a joke.
Yeah. Then like, I don't know. I was like, "He's in Beverly Hills Cop." She's like, "I never saw it." I was like, well, get out of here.
Oh.
Yeah. So we're on the rocks.
If cops saw a bunch of flying children, they'd open fire. There's no question.
Oh yeah. If they were black, for sure.
At all. Any fly, they're not taking any chances.
No.
Also, when Scott tells Charlie that he can't come with him, there's no way that Mom and Neil wouldn't call the cops because Scott, it's still to them, hasn't done anything to prove differently. But they're just like, I guess you are actually Santa.
Yeah, it's again very weird.
All the police are here. You must actually be Santa. And Charlie's mom's like, I got rid of the custody order. That's not how that works.
Yeah, she just throws it in the fire. Like, okay.
Yeah, no, you need to go to a lawyer. You need to go to judges.
This is gonna be a long process, actually.
And Charlie then one day says he's going to go into the family business, so he's going to kill his dad.
Yeah, he's gonna murder his dad and adopt the brainworm. Very bizarre, very strange movie, but like it's fun.
I do have a good time with this movie.
Yeah, it's one of those movies, like, don't think about it, just watch it. And like that's my issue, is that I was thinking about it as I watched it. I was like, this is weird. It's fucking bizarre.
I find a lot of movies, particularly Christmas movies, you're not supposed to think a lot about.
Yeah, you're supposed to turn your brain off and be jolly.
I agree.
Hey,
should we go to Letterboxd?
I think we should.
So on Letterboxd, I would give this 3 stars. I had fun with this.
Yeah, 3 stars is fair.
Look at us. We're on the same page. Page 4.
Page 4, huh?
I guess.
Okay. I would say page 69.
Whoa. Do you have any questions?
You know I do.
I have 3.
I feel like this question begs several questions.
Yes,
this movie. What did I say?
You said this question begs several questions, which is also true. Questions.
Okay, is the other Santa like truly dead?
I guess his body like disappears.
Yeah, but like he puts his hand up and he waves.
Goodbye.
What was that about?
Well, bye.
Was that Disney being like, we'll never really kill someone?
That's all, folks.
That's Warner Brothers.
Oh, shit. Yeah, no, he's dead.
Was that Disney saying, we'll never really kill a live action person? We'll kill all the cartoon moms. We'll kill all of them. Or dads.
Well, just before he goes, my home planet needs me.
Nice. He pulled a poochie.
Yeah, Santa died on the way back to his home planet. Questions. We were talking about this earlier, but in this universe, how many people actually become Santa Claus every few years?
That is also one of my questions. I said, like, how many times has this happened?
Yeah, this has to happen pretty frequently.
How much blood is on Santa's hands?
But like, this was a total accident too, and this guy just had to be Santa.
Right, like, but you just put on the suit, and this weird entity possesses your body. Do you think that, like, when you get possessed by Santa, your consciousness is just like shoved in the back and you're just like, help me, for the love of God, help me?
Yes. Yeah, that's basically,
Like
yes.
a fate worse than death.
No, Yes, because you're also never going to die until you die. Like, you can't
Yeah,
kill
'cause-
yourself.
Yeah, until Santa falls off a fucking roof.
I like to imagine a Mortal Kombat style tournament every year to determine who Santa Claus is going to be.
Yeah,
Or a
that would
guy
be
every
cool.
year trekking to the North Pole with the sole purpose of becoming Santa Claus. Give me that movie.
Yeah, I know. The Marvel Santa Claus. He's like,
An Omega level mutant.
yeah, Omega level mutant. That's fucking great.
Yeah.
That's great stuff. Oh, I guess. I mean, I've kind of been asking this question the whole time. Putting the suit on just alters your brain chemistry and like your physical chemistry. Like, okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Did that little girl not see the fireplace just appear in her living room?
She was pretty unfazed by all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really liked that. Like when he first showed up, he was just so rude. I really like that a lot. He was like, what does he say? He like mimics her. She's like, you're supposed to eat the cookies. He's like, you're supposed to eat the cookies. Like such a fucking shithead.
He tells
And
you
then
later
later
lactose intolerant.
Yeah, the lady that comes back and he's nice. It's like I like that full circle moment. It was nice.
And she was really sweet. She's like, "Oh, what's wrong with this milk?" She, it's soy milk. You said you're lactose intolerant.
He was like, wow. I would have. If I had written the movie, I would have had him apologize. You're like, I'm sorry, little girl. I was such a little fucking prick last time.
Nice.
But you see, this worm has changed me.
I have one more question.
Do it.
Why are the elves just now creating a flame retardant suit?
I guess they like this one.
Yeah, like how many of them have they let die? Was a better question earlier.
You know what? Here's some more headcanon. I think Bernard took a liking to Charlie, and he was like, I don't want to hurt Charlie.
I think that's part of it. Yeah.
Yeah. But also Bernard's so indifferent to everything, which makes him great. He's just like, I don't fucking care. I'm 1,000 years old.
I have 6 trivias.
I have 5.
I'll go first. This one is very easy. What's the name of the toy at the beginning of the movie that Peter Boyle credits that year's success to? Is it Do It All Dolly, Edging Erica, Doggy Diane, or Handjob Harriet?
I wish those toys were around when I was a kid, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do It All Debbie or whatever.
Nope, it's Do It All Dolly.
Dolly.
Yeah. You didn't think it was Edging Erica?
No, I didn't think it was the blatant, disturbing, sexualized toys that you made. No.
I didn't make them. That's this weird company.
Hey. Who was first choice to play Scott Calvin? Was it Steve Martin, Bill Murray, Jim Carrey, or Jerry Seinfeld?
Bill Murray.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. When the reindeer takes Scott and Charlie to the first house after Santa dies, what does Scott wish the person who lives there is? A magician, a priest, a mechanic, a tailor.
Taylor. Because I ripped my pants.
Nice. A Tim the Toolman tailor.
Nice. I see what they did.
Yeah.
All right. The grunt sound made by the reindeer are reused sound effects from what video game? Is it Duke Nukem, Super Mario World, Donkey Kong Country, or Doom?
Donkey Kong Country.
Incorrect.
Doom.
Yes.
Mm.
I replayed the first Doom a couple months ago. Holds up. It's a lot of fun.
How many years did it take Judy to get her cocoa recipe right? 1,000 years, 1100 years, 1200 years, 1300 years.
1,200 years.
That is correct.
Holy shit. That was a wild guess. Which highway does Scott ask the truck driver about when he pulls up next to him with the sleigh? I-94, I-95, or Route 66?
I-94.
Correct.
Yeah. You know this one because you said it before. What department does Judy's partner work in?
Rapping.
Yeah, he goes.
He's like, yo, I'm a baby. Go, go, gaga.
Nice.
Who was the second choice to play Scott Calvin? Was it Tim Allen, Robin Williams, Chevy Chase, or Steve Martin?
Steve Martin.
Incorrect.
Chevy Chase.
Correct.
What animal do we see directing traffic at the North Pole? A penguin, a polar bear, a walrus, a narwhal.
A penguin?
No.
A narwhal.
No.
Polar bear?
That's yes.
Oh, hell yeah. How much does Scott weigh in the scene where he steps on the scale? Is it 190, 192, 197, 198?
192.
Correct.
Yeah. Hey, finish this line. Nothing hurts more than being gored by reindeer, elf kicks, third-degree burns, falling off a roof.
Third-degree burns.
That is true, yes. Third-degree burns.
Yeah. That's it for me.
Same here.
I wrote a song.
So did I. What a wonderful Christmas treat.
Wow.
I also have a pick to flip, huh?
Flip that shit then, Robbie.
Call it.
Heads.
It is heads.
I've done it again.
Nice.
I have a pretty mellow song, so I'll go first.
All right, cool.
My song's called For Christmas. And it's told from Charlie's point of view.
Should I play it?
And it goes like this.
This year for Christmas, I wish my dad wasn't an asshole. Wouldn't that be rad? Took me to Denny's when he burnt the bird, and now my Christmas is one big turn. It's just that he can be so selfish. I fear this Christmas I won't get my wish. Maybe adventure will do us good. Maybe he'll become the man he should. Put out the milk and the cookies, and he'll forget who he used to be. This year for Christmas, I wish my dad wasn't an asshole. Wouldn't that be rad? Took me to Denny's when he burnt the bird, and now my Christmas is one big turn. It's just that he can be so selfish. I fear this Christmas I won't get my wish.
I like that.
Thank you.
I think it sounds cool when you come in before the music.
Yeah, it kind of like leads it in.
Yeah.
Thank you. I wrote that the day before yesterday, and then yesterday I came home from work, and I was just feeling like dookie. And I was like, well, I got to record it. So I recorded it, and I was going to do more, but I didn't feel good. I didn't feel good.
Oh, poor baby.
I like how Charlie just hates his dad. Like, and like to the core, he's just like, fucking hate this guy. He
Right.
can't do anything right. He's such a piece of shit. And then, it's only when he is killed and replaced with Santa Claus that he loves him. So yeah, what about your song there, Robbie?
My song is called Santa Claus This Year.
All right.
And I don't know, my intro, I just have an intro to it. I did an intro and it didn't work. I just wanted to have an intro. And now that I've gone on now about an intro that's longer than the actual intro. So here's my song called Santa Claus This Year.
It was late at night, things were merry and bright. Then I heard a noise tugging in my boy. I went out in the snow, then what do you know? Santa fell off my roof, so I put on a suit. Chimney and I take off in the sleigh. My doctor looks at me and he don't know what to say. My beard is growing back even though I just shaved. I'm reading off a list of all the kids who misbehaved. I'll be Santa Claus this year. I'll be Santa Claus this year. I thought this was all just make pretend. You actually got all the letters kids send. He flies around spreading joy, giving rich Catholic kids nice toys. There's magic in his bag, in his sleigh, and in his coat. He's flying round the earth, cause Santa is the goat. Got a new sleigh that makes his reindeer obsolete. It serves him hot cocoa and tasty little treats. I'll be Santa Claus this year. I'll be Santa Claus this year. I'll be Santa Claus this year. I'll be Santa Claus this year.
That's my song called Santa Claus This Year. And it's about how I'll be Santa Claus this year.
I like it. Wait,
I-
you're what?
I killed Santa.
Oh my god.
This song's about me. It's not about the movie The Santa Claus.
Well, did you put on the suit?
Yep.
Oh,
Well, he hasn't
okay.
come yet. He hasn't come
Because
yet.
you could kill him. Then you're just a murderer. But if you take the suit, then you're Santa Claus.
Yeah. Do you think he got Santa's hog?
I would like to think Santa's hog is shaped like a candy cane and points right back at him.
I'd like to think that Santa's hog is absolutely immaculate.
Yeah.
Like, this thing is like, it's long, it's thick. There's like a respectable vein going through it.
I don't like how far this has gone.
You ever think about
I
that?
love how far.
Oh
it's gone.
no.
I like, me, I'm a sucker for a halftime break,
Yeah.
and you have one every chorus, and I'm here. I'm here for it.
Thanks.
I also liked the line giving rich Catholic kids nice toys.
Yeah, I'm getting more and more to being like of the belief that like, hey, Santa gives you the stocking stuffers, but mommy and daddy buy you the nice stuff.
See, my parents did the opposite.
Yeah. So they thought they made you believe Santa loved you more than he loved other kids.
I guess.
Yeah. That's my parents did the same thing.
Yeah.
Actually, I think basically everything when I was a kid was from Santa Claus. Nothing when I was a kid was from my parents. My grandparents would even come over every Christmas morning and be like, Santa dropped stuff off at our house for you. And everything was labeled from Santa.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's red flag number one. Be like, hold up. Why would he go to two different places for the same kid?
Hey,
He's got to hit every house in the world.
I didn't think about that, to be
That's
honest.
because you were a fool, Robbie.
Yeah, yes, I was.
Wake up.
You're absolutely right. I'm so sorry.
I'm
glad they're both dead.
Oh my God, he's made it dark. It's very dark.
No, but thank you.
Yeah.
I wrote it about the movie The Santa Claus.
No way.
Yeah, ever seen it?
Yes, we were just talking. Robbie's got the brainworm. Uh-oh.
Merry Christmas.
Oh boy. Oh boy. What was I gonna say?
You're gonna probably be racist.
I doubt it.
I'm just going off history.
Like history of the white man in general?
Yes.
Oh, well,
and you on this podcast.
Here we go.
Got him, buzzing, bowing. This is episode 85, by the way. We were wondering that before.
Wow, 85.
Yeah.
That's how many inches my penis is.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it is a curse.
I'd imagine. I think that's taller than most people.
Yeah. Don't I know it?
Oh boy.
I use it as a fucking jump rope. Anyway,
85 inches.
I
I just need to know. It's 7 feet. You have a 7 foot dick. What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty, mighty good man.
What a mighty, mighty good man.
Yeah.
What do we got going on next week there, Robbie?
Well, we're continuing this Christmas Jubilee. We're doing Jingle All the Way.
Hey.
We're having a real 90s Christmas this year.
Yeah. You think it's weird that, like, towards the end of every podcast, we just start talking about dicks?
No. We're running out of
weird?
steam. We both have latent homosexual tendencies.
Yeah. And, like, it's just low-hanging fruit,
Yeah,
Pun
exactly.
intended. Pun very much intended.
Yeah.
But, it's just easy.
Yeah.
Jokes are easy.
Yeah. And dicks are funny.
Dicks are funny.
Exactly. But we're doing Jingle All the Way.
You know what? Speaking of dicks being funny, you know what we used to do? We used to have in high school, we had a computer class. I think it was graphic arts. There was a computer lab, right? And a friend, it was three of my friends, and one of us had a girlfriend. And they were like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, but I'm really gonna go hang out with my girlfriend for a little bit." We're like, "All right, cool." So he'd go, and when he was gone, we would Google image search like infected penis or something, and just find the nastiest picture of a penis. And we found one that was like, it was like this person was well endowed, but something was wrong. So we would open that in like 15 windows, right? And make them all maximum, like, to fit the screen, but also make it his background.
Oh, no.
So, and then we turn the monitor off. So he'd come back and he'd be like, very funny. You turned my monitor off. Click it on. He's like, oh my God, click X. But it wouldn't go away because there was one right behind it. He'd keep clicking X. He's like, get it on. Oh my God. Like the teacher's like walking around. He's like, the teacher's gonna see it. And then like he finally gets to the desktop itself and he's still clicking the corner. He's like, it won't go away because we made it his background.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
Very
what we used
good.
to do. Yeah. Anyway, we got Jingle All the Way.
Yeah, we're doing Jingle. Hey, Andy, where can they hear our music?
Oh, you go to Spotify, you go to Deezer, you go to Apple Music, really wherever you get your music, and you type in the Royds, and you'll find 2 albums and perhaps a Christmas song. Matter of fact, it's around that time you should check out Christmas is Canceled on YouTube.
You should. Full video. We dance, we sing, we jingling-a-ling.
That's very well put.
Thank you.
Now, for the podcast songs, you should go to theroids.bandcamp.com and you could hear the 2 songs you just heard today, plus the, what is that, 170, a whole bunch of songs, plus bonus songs and guest songs.
Rest songs.
Look up your favorite movie we did, check out those old episodes, and also check out the music that we made for those.
Yes, do that.
Yeah. Robbie, what about the socials?
You go to any social media site, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter X, any other ones, and you type in the Royds Band. You could also send us an email or an amal, as they call them.
Who calls them?
You?
No, not me.
RoydsRevue@gmail.com. You can suggest a movie. You can give us some feedback. You can tell us you like us. You can tell us you hate us. But send us an email. It makes me feel good for the engagement.
Yeah.
And also tweet at us and all that other fun stuff. If you're listening on YouTube, like, subscribe, and wherever you're listening, give a 5-star review, please.
Yeah. Tell your friends.
Like I asked very politely with the please. Please.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
We really appreciate you listening. Tell your friends. And
They call me a Manor Ray.
Because you got manners?
Yeah, instead of a Manta Ray.
Yeah.
Because I don't have mantas.
What's a manta?
Nothing. What's a manta with you?
Oh my God. All right. Next week we got Jingle All the Way.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.